a lot of people like even sleep though, kind of going back to the iPad music production, but I wish earlier in that span or earlier when started making music, that iPad music production was the thing. Because for me, it was mainly probably around '05, '06 ish, and that was the Reason 3 time, right around that time. And there was also GarageBand, but it wasn't nowhere near what it is today. Like GarageBand is another free app I think up and coming music creators should take advantage of on the iPad or iPhone, for that matter. But yeah, like for you, and I noticed you even using like a lot of teenage engineering products in the past. I remember you used to do some videos like on the pocket operators on some of them. Question I wanted to ask, like for a new creator, um, what would you say that makes you want to use that new piece of hardware or try that new software? Because, a lot of times some of the new creators, they'll see a lot of more established or more knowledgeable producers just using a variety of different things. Like my studio, of course, you see Machine, you see MPC, you see iPad with Beatmaker or Logic or whatever app that I feel like using. Even Koala, I remember used to use a lot of Koala at one time as well. But like where would you say, or what kind of gravitates you towards using, maybe that new DAW or that new app or that new piece of hardware? Like, what is it for you that pulls you in that direction?
Now, for me, like I said, it all goes back to being able to be like, okay, I now have that knowledge of being able to create music in however way that I want to. So it's like at the time with the iPad, it was like it was one of the things where it's just a whole learning curve, and I figured it out. And through figuring out that learning curve, then when you start seeing, then all of a sudden you start expanding your vision and start seeing other people using different types of equipment, and you're like, hmm, I wonder how I would use it. And then you start doing and I started doing my research and started being like, you know what? I think I can make this work. And that was like one of the things of getting the MPC one, because that's my very, very, very first MPC. You know what I'm saying? I know most people got the live or they come back in the days
Yeah.
with the old school MPCs. Like this is my very first one, and like I absolutely love it because it's like it gives me one of the opportunities to basically to be more hands-on with the iPad. Like, iPad taught me how to be hands-on. And so now with a lot of these devices that give you hands-on, they're kind of still a computer just looks in, but it just look in hands-on form. I'm like, you know what? I can go ahead and do that. So it's like if anything that looks new, it's like, hey, let's do my research, let's see what it offers. And then if it's something that, I can rock with it, I'll try to see if I can find a place to test it out. And then if it's like, you know what, I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. And for one of the cool things about a lot of the like a lot of the things that we have is like you can as long as you can record it, as long as there's a way to record whether it's in that machine or whether they have the cables that you need to provide the cables to record into it, like anything that comes out now, it's worth to try it out because it's going to be something new, it's going to be something different, and it might be one of the things that because you got to think about it like this, like I said, not everyone's going to be able to just pick up a guitar and just play like Prince. Not everyone's going to get the drums and start doing all the cool things like the dude from Arsenio Hall. You know what I'm talking, you know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about.
Yeah.
And then like, but it's like you like with today's technology, like you can now have the ability to have those ideas and like I said, make something tangible. And I know some people they'll be like, oh, well, the bar set low. And I disagree. The reason why I disagree is because even though a lot of stuff, just like how you refer to where okay, GarageBand is free, like that's one of the biggest resources that you can use right then and there if you have an iPhone or iPad. But the thing is, you still have to put in the work. You still have to do the research. You still have to do the practice. Now, the thing about it is, it's like in the discovery phase. Like if you're just going with like an open mind and just blank canvas, like that's that. Then when you get something at the hands on, then it's like, all right, cool, that's what's up. And I think some people they get caught up in the whole thing of legacy of like this is what I learned on there, and this is what I know, and it's all that I'm going to know, and it's because it got fond memories, which which that's cool. What's up? Like for me, it's like I see something that's cool, and it's like, you know what, I'm going to try it. And then if there's something else that's cool, or so, like if it's something where I believe in my mind that I can use it, I can utilize it, and be able to convey what I'm the message that I'm trying to do musically or sonically, then I'm just going to go for it. And you got also got to think about it like this: what people don't understand is like, as humans, we're going to change. We're going to change whether we want to or not, or whether we know it or not. Because before the homeless was like, once I hopped on the iOS train, I was like, I don't need no computers no more. I'm not getting
Mm.
anything else. I'm just doing everything on iPad. But then over the years, it changed to, hmm, I know this. Let me try something else. And then when I tried the NPC, I'm like, yo, I can do things with it. And now like I use them both in tandem. Like I don't just be like, oh, I got an NPC and I'm just gonna just drop everything else. It's like that's the cool thing. Is like once you have the knowledge of be like once I had the knowledge to be able to understand different concepts, especially for a dog or DAW and stuff like that, like anything that I interact with, I know what to do and I can just be able to just go in and do it. And I think that's that's why like anything that's new, I'm just gonna be like, all right, cool, let's try it. Like if I don't like it, okay, then hey, at least I tried. And I think that's what many people like. It's hard to I wouldn't say it's hard to do. I think it's easier now because like back in the days, like your parents had to get you into those music class if you even want to get a chance to do that.
Yeah.
Or you had to be lucky enough to be like, okay, some teacher or somebody see that you're doing something like, wow, this person's got some raw talent. Hey, let's put them in this class. Let's talk to their parents. Now it's more or less of like anyone can make anything anywhere. Like everywhere is an absolute canvas. All you really need is a way to record it, and then a way to store that information, and then a way to kind of edit information. And I think like those are kind of like the basic things that anyone can do anywhere in the world. And when you start seeing and like you like I know you watch like go on Instagram, YouTube stuff, but it's like there's so many people just doing just cool things all over the world
Yeah.
with with way less. Like I literally saw like one person, he literally had like got like old circuitry that was like on the side of a river. He washed it up a little bit and he used it and made that his DJ controller. Like I saw that and I'm like that's what's up. And it's like it's things like that. That's why it's like it keeps me inspired and just keeps me just I wouldn't say young again, but it keeps me, just energized to be like, hey, let's try something, let's do something. Like I said, it don't necessarily have to be like a full song or a full album. It can just be something where it's like I just made something cool and I just want to just put it out there. Because like I said, once again, if I put it out there, maybe at this time it might not make sense or no one's gonna actually see it. But later on, someone might see it and someone like, hey, I can build something off that. And then it just continues to go forward and forward and forward.